If you've always wanted to try your hand at winter biking, coming up next on the Green Update, I'll have details on a winter biking workshop that'll have you saying it's no problem. So we're outside the Green Up office today on a very cold, trust me folks, and I'm joined with Clifford McCartan, and we're talking a bit about winter biking. And Clifford, who bikes in the winter?
People will say right at the outset that winter biking is just for freaks and geeks, but it's actually with a couple of things in mind, a couple changes to your bike, and a couple different approaches to the way that you ride. It's a really easy thing to do for almost anybody.
Okay, now if I want to get started with some winter biking, what do I need to know?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Matt, because I'm going to show you some awesome tips to get your bike set up for winter and
excellent.
how you can do that safely. So I'm going to show you one bike right now that is not set up for winter. Mm-hmm. One of the biggest things that one of the biggest changes you can make to your bike are the tires.
Okay.
You don't need a whole new wheel or anything, it's just the tires. So you'll see on this bike right now, I've got slick tires. There's no tread on them, they're quite skinny.
If I was riding in some snow, I don't think I'd be upright very long.
No, you'd find very quickly that this is going to fishtail all over the place, and it's going to cause problems. This is the kind of stuff that makes people afraid of biking in the winter.
Okay.
If we move over to this bike, you'll see it's got really wide tires.
Okay.
There's a sort of a debate about the way that skinny tires may sort of slice through snow, and these ones kind of ride on top of the snow. Mm-hmm. I'm firmly of the belief that big, thick tires are the way to go in the wintertime.
Okay.
So, but the other key thing about tires is getting studded tires. So I've got two examples of studded tires here. We've got, on this bike, there are homemade studded tires. There are little metal screws that I've drilled that are coming out all of the studs of this bike. This tire has 2 layers inside. It's a very easy thing to do. You can find steps for how to do it on the internet.
Okay.
And it takes about an hour of your time and maybe $10 or $15 worth of kind of old parts, and you got that together. The other thing you can do is buy a new set of carbide studded tires, which I've got right here. There's 100 carbide studded tips that show up, and they dig through the snow as you're motoring along. These tires are quite expensive. They generally start at maybe $60 or $70 per tire, so that can be quite expensive to get a full set.
Exactly.
Versus $15 or $20 for this old homemade one. But if you are in a situation where you really want to get one of these tires, you can actually just get away with putting just one on your front wheel, because your front wheel is the one that will sort of cause the most problems as you're steering, and these ones, having a studded tire will sink in and grab.
Now I see this bike also has a bit of rust on it. I'm assuming the winter isn't so great for bikes in terms of maintenance and whatnot?
Yeah, this is the other thing that I think puts a lot of people off. You can either wash your bike weekly or semi-weekly and just kind of get rid of all the crud, or you can put together a junky old beater bike and just ride that throughout the winter.
Okay.
So this one here was washed, or cleaned up maybe once or twice throughout the entire winter, and so you see a lot of corrosion and buildup that's come here. This bike was just black paint all before, and now it's really eaten away.
And I understand that if we want to learn more about biking in the winter, you're having a workshop coming up?
Yes. This is only a mere sampler of the things that you will learn in the winter biking course. Snow problem. That's no problem.
Very creative.
Yeah, so we're running a winter biking course this Saturday, November 28th, at Peterborough Green Up. For people can register by calling Peterborough Green Up, or take a look, get some more information about it online at peterboroughmoves.com.
And the phone number for Green Up is?
It's 745-3238.
All right. Clifford, thanks for talking to me today, and you never know, I might be out on my bike this winter.
I hope to see it.
All right. And we'll see you again next week on the Green Update.
The Green Update is brought to you by the City of Peterborough. Peterborough is a great place to cycle. On the trails, to work, to school, or to a friend's house. Get out and get active by cycling. A message from the City of Peterborough.